Collins. Collins in the middle. 26. Lewis. And who else? 34.
McCall.
McCall, Lewis, and Collins.
Brian Franco will kick off for Penn State.
It is 35 degrees. We may have some more drizzle today and maybe some snow as Franco kicks off to Collins at the Pitt 3. To the 22-yard line. George, some people call this the Pennsylvania Bowl. Some people call it the Turnpike Bowl. As far as I'm concerned, the important thing is that two of the best 5 or 6 and maybe, just maybe, the two best teams in the country are playing here today.
Well, Pitt's ranked 4th, Penn State's 5th, Eastern supremacy, all the bragging rights, recruiting advantages are at stake today.
Rick Tricano starts at quarterback, number 8. McMillan, 40. McCall, 34, the running backs. This is McMillan. Good gain. Close to a first down. McMillan, who had the big game against Penn State last year in Pitt's victory, carries for what might be a first down on the first play of the game.
Pitt goes to the run on the first play, gives it to the fullback McMillan. There's penetration. He's almost caught in the backfield. Takes it up, gets around the corner. They caught Penn State shifting their defensive ends, and he makes a big first down.
It is a first down at the Pitt 32-yard line. Collins is to the right, Collier to the left. They're lining up their tight end, Pryor, in the backfield. Here's McMillan again. This time he's met by Greg Jones, Gene Gladys, and virtually no gain, and Leo Wisniewski.
Tackling Randy McMillan.
You saw Pitt's offensive line: Covert, Fada, Grimm, Burris, May. Could well be the biggest offensive line in college football.
As big as any pro line, right?
No gain for McMillan. It is 2nd and 10 at the Pitt 32. Both Collins and Collier are wide to the right. Dombrowski is the tight end. Tricano brought down by Wisniewski.
Well, Ray, Pitt's using a little of Penn State's offensive strategy. They're playing 2 tight ends. Watch. This is Tricano. It's a rollout to the short side of the field where Dombrowski, number 84, lines up as a tight end. Pryor, number 84, was the wingback, and Dombrowski, 82, was the tight end.
Gain of 1. 2nd and 9, Pitt at the Pitt 33. And here's the shotgun formation. Tricano is 5 yards behind the line. Incomplete. Big hit by number 86, Bradley.
All right, watch this. They're trying to get Collins on an isolation, one-on-one. Tricano rolls out from the shotgun, putting pressure on the corner. Langford is there. Good coverage. Ball's on target, but Bradley closes from the inside. Excellent play. Pitt has to kick.
Hepler to punt to Williams and Bow. Almost blocked. Hepler almost had that punt blocked by either 96 Case or 32 Robinson.
Ray Hepler made a great play. There was penetration by Case. Had him all the way. He sidestepped it and got the punt off.
Now let's see what Penn State's strategy will be at the Penn State 35-yard line. Blackledge starts at quarterback. Booker Moore at fullback. Kurt Warner at tailback. Scoville, the tight end, on the left side. This is Kurt Warner, about 2 yards. Ran into tackle Bill Neal, number 76. And now Penn State's offense.
Tackle made by Ricky Jackson.
The first play gained 2 yards. 2nd down 8 at the Penn State 37-yard line. Wise to the right, Jackson to the left. Jackson in motion. Intended screen pass for Scoville, but big pressure on Blackledge.
Well, they had the right call, but he just didn't get the ball out there. The screen was set up.
Now for Penn State. 3rd and 8 at the Penn State 37. Defensively, Pitt has Ricky Jackson, Bill Neal, Jerry Boyarsky, Greg Meisner, Hugh Green up front, Sunseri and Fidel, the linebackers. Warner in motion. Blackledge loses about 3 in the grasp of Jerry Boyarsky and Greg Meisner, and it's 4th down.
Well, they gave him a twin formation to one side, Ray, and they put Warner in motion, trying to get man-to-man coverage. And number 68, Boyarsky, has to be controlled. He's a very underrated football player. He's just as important to Pitt's defense as Green or Jackson.
Giacomo to punt. The deep man for Pitt is Julius Dawkins. Good punt. Dawkins at the Pitt 25. Penalty flag at the Pitt 29-yard line. The flag goes flying.
There's a flag on the play.
The referee is Bill Parkinson, the umpire Foster Gross, Jim McGuckin, the head linesman, Tom Adams, the line judge, John O'Rourke, the field judge, Weldon Waits, the back judge, Dan Sullivan, the clock operator. And incidentally, at various times today, you might see, for the first time ever, a 25-second clock high atop the stands at either end of the field. It'll be operated by the commissioner of the officials in this part of the country, Emil Narek. I think it's a pretty good idea, good addition, don't you?
It's an excellent idea, and I hope that they put it in as one of the rules next year. Here's a penalty on the field on that return, and I believe it's against Pitt.
Holding. So Pitt will have it at the Pitt 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Tricano has Collins to the right. But right now we have a pause in the action with the score. Penn State nothing and Pitt nothing.
Color shots.
Edit cue number 1. Pitt took the opening kickoff, moved for 1 first down. Penn State forced a punt. The Lions have the ball. Edit cue number 2. After Pitt took the opening kickoff, the teams have exchanged punts, and the Panthers have the ball for the 2nd time. Pitt 1st and 10 at the Pitt 24-yard line. They'll line up Pryor in the backfield on the right side. He's their leading receiver. Now he's split out to the right. So 3 wide receivers on 1st and 10. This is McCall for about 4 yards, where it'll be 2nd down 6. He is met by linebacker Ed Pritz. Penn State defensively, Gene Gladys, 89, Pete Kugler, 68, Greg Jones in the middle, number 99, Leo Wisniewski, number 69, and Rich D'Amico, number 66, the front 5. Continuing to shift the players around. Pryor's in the backfield on the left side this time. There he goes in motion. 2nd down and 6. This is McMillan. And he's within a yard of a first down at the Pitt 33-yard line, where he runs into Pete Kugler and Chet Parnavecchio.
Ray, this is a new wrinkle for Pitt. They got Pryor lined up in the backfield as a wingback. Now he'll either go in motion, stay there as a slot, or then shift up onto the line of scrimmage as a tight end.
Pitt will go with 2 tight ends, Pryor and Dombrowski, and they take out the wide receivers, and they go with a full house backfield. 3rd and 1 at the Pitt 33. There is no score. First quarter early. A big hit by Parnavecchio on McCall.
Oh, he really blew in there. Chet Parnavecchio Let's watch a linebacker on a blitz. He smelled it. They're trying to give the ball to McCall from a power eye. To the left of your screen, a vicious hit by Palavecchio, preventing the first down.
Gain of a half yard. Hepler to punt. Bow and Williams to accept the punt for Penn State. Almost blocked again.
It was blocked, Ray. He got a piece of it.
And a very short punt.
Well, Pitt's going to have to get the running game straightened out. But watch this. Watch the penetration. Once again, Helper does a good job. There's 1, 2, 3 blue jerseys in there. I believe it's tipped right here. Can't see his jersey yet. Yes, he does. And you get a deflected short punt.
Frank Case.
By Frank Case, number 96. It's the second time he's been in there.
So, Penn State, great opportunity at the Pitt 45-yard line. Warner in a slot right. Urquhart in motion. Here goes Booker Moore. Close to a first down. Booker.
Oh, watch this. They got trips to the left side of the field. Urquhart goes in motion, and they run the draw play. Farrell puts a great block on Boyarsky, turns outside, gets outside of Meisner, and runs it down to the first down.
It's about, I think, about a foot shy of a first down. It's second and inches at the Pitt 35. Williams. And a great defensive play for Pitt by Ricky Jackson. A loss of about 2.5 or 3.
Let's watch Jackson again. He's got 105 tackles. He's number 87. Watch him play off the block of the tight end, Scoville. Widen out, lateral ability, a movement. Now, Williams should have tried to get up inside to get that first down. He didn't have that far to go. He tries to go wide. Jackson makes a great tackle.
3rd and 2.5 for Penn State at the Pitt 37.5-yard line. This is Williams. He does not get the first down. And Hugh Green, number 99, made his presence felt with a great play.
This is probably one of the greatest defensive players in the history of Pitt football. Number 99, Hugh Green. Watch the lateral movement and the speed, keeping the ball carrier right in front of him so he can nail him and prevent the first down. A really true All-American is Hugh Green.
With 8:50 left in the first quarter, Jock Amaro will be punting. Pitt has no one deep. Now they're going to back just the one man, Tom Flynn, a freshman defensive back. Trying to hang it high, and it is going to go into the end zone. So Pitt will have the ball at the Pitt 20. 8:30 left to play
Well,
in the
Ray,
first quarter.
An awful lot of offensive strategy, people moving around, shifting their tight ends. But again, it's boiling down to the defense. Both defenses are playing great football.
Penn State's defensive halfbacks are Giuseppe Harris, number 26, Paul Langford, number 12. Langford is on the side of the field with Dwight Collins, the freshman who has already caught 10 touchdown passes, and Pitt goes with a shotgun formation on first down. And Tricano was 8 yards deep. And Benji Pryor, wide open, drops the football. Oh, was he open.
Well, that's the man we talked about. Penn State's obviously going to double cover Collins. Now watch Benji Pryor to your right of your screen. They're in a shotgun. He goes right to left. He breaks through beyond the linebackers. He's wide open. The ball's right in his hands, and he drops it. Good break for Penn State.
So for Pitt, 2nd and 10 at the Pitt 20. Collins again to the right. Collier to the left, working against Grover Edwards. 3 wide receivers, and again the Pitt shotgun. And a good play by Greg Jones. Tricano limited to about 2 yards at the Pitt 22-yard line.
This is a great defensive play by Jones, the middle guard. In that shotgun formation, Pitt realizes that Penn State usually rushes 3 people and drops off. They had really was similar to a quarterback draw from the shotgun. Tricano was going to run it all the way. Jones got off his block and made an excellent tackle.
Number 12, Artrell Hawkins. a senior running back from Johnstown, is in the backfield now. Pitt has a 3rd and 8 at the Pitt 22. Hawkins is the tailback. Tricano's under center now. He's going deep. Out of bounds.
Well,
they tried to hit Willie Collier.
Sure, all right, here's Willie Collier, number 4, right here. He runs a streak pattern on short yardage. Not a bad call. Penn State is double covering over on the other side on Collins. He got behind Edwards. The ball's a little to his right, over his right shoulder, forcing him to go out of bounds, and it becomes incomplete.
Now Hepler, who has come very close to having 2 punts blocked, is inside the Pitt 10-yard line. Gets it away this time in good shape. Williams, fair catch, Penn State 44-yard line, good position. There's a pause in the action. The score, Penn State nothing, Pitt nothing.
Penn State first down on the 44.
Edit cue number 3. The Panthers were stopped on 3rd and 1 by Penn State's defense. Following the second Pitt punt, Penn State has the ball. Edit cue number 4. The Lions gained possession for the second time near midfield. The Lions couldn't move. Following Giacomaro's second punt, Pitt has the ball. Edit cue number 5. Penn State's defense held the Panthers for a 3rd time. Following the Pitt punt, Penn State has the ball.
Disclaimer.
A reminder that announcers on this telecast are contracted and paid for by Total Communication Systems. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use of the accounts of this game without the express written consent of Total Communication Systems is prohibited. This is the 80th time that Pitt and Penn State have met. The Lions have won 39, lost 37. There have been 3 ties in a series that started way back in 1893. The 2 teams met last year. The Lions lost to the Panthers 29-14. Penn State and Pitt will meet next season at Pitt Stadium. Tab Douglas is along the sidelines.
Ray, George, we've only played half of the first. Well, Ray, George, we've only played half of the first quarter, and already the field is torn up pretty good between the 20 and 50-yard line of Pitt. It's getting colder. They're having trouble holding on to the football, and that may progress that way. We'll take it back to you, Ray.
Urquhart left, Wise to the right. Penn State 44-yard line, 1st and 10, Penn State. Here goes Booker Moore. After faking the pitch to Warner, Moore gets about 4.5 up the middle.
Well, from what it looks like here, Ray, Penn State's going to have difficulty getting out wide with those 2 great bookend defensive ends, Green and Jackson, and probably the best place to run the football is straight up the middle, use the power of their offensive line.
For Penn State, 2nd and 6 at the Penn State 48-yard line. Bow and Jackson are now the wide receivers. Penalty flags down. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, I would assume, against Pitt, unless there was premature motion by a Penn State lineman.
Flag on the play.
There was a long count by Blackledge, and I believe one of the Pitt players anticipated the snap.
It's 68 Boyarski, the nose guard. See, if he touches a man, that means it's automatic, and that's why the whistle is blown and blows the ball dead.
So now, Penn State will go with a short yardage offense. Vito Cab comes in, number 85, as a 2nd tight end. Williams comes in as a 3rd running back. 2nd and 1 at the Pitt 47.
Great time for a passing situation.
Booker Moore gets the first down at the 43-yard line, where he runs into linebacker Steve Fidel.
All right, Penn State's offensive line, guard to guard, is doing a good job on the inside. All right, Fidel, number 58, makes the tackle, but can't prevent Moore from making the first down.
The first down is at the Pitt 43-yard line. Bow is working on the left side against Thomas. No flag. Kevin Bow, with Lynn Thomas defending, can't quite hold on inside the Pitt 30.
Let's take a look at Bow coming left to right here. Now, Boyarsky gets back, and he doesn't touch anybody. No penalty. Little fake action to Warner. Bow gets his hands on it, and it's number 23, White, I believe, who...
Lynn Thomas.
Is it Thomas, number 5?
No.
Number 3.
2nd and 10, Penn State at the Pitt 44. Intended for Scoville and batted away by Carlton Williamson, the senior safety man.
Broken up by Carlton Williamson.
There's Pitt's secondary. They got 2 free safeties. They're playing zone. Now watch Scoville lady get open for a second in that void area of the zone. The ball's a little late, and Carlton Williamson gets a hand in front. Had 2 receivers open, but they were able to hit them in the last 2 plays.
Coles checks into the backfield now, number 20. It's 3rd and 10 for Penn State at the Pitt 44. No score, 6:17 left first quarter. Coles in motion. Jackson, Kenny Jackson, first down at the Pitt 29-yard line.
Okay, big lead play. There's Jackson. He goes down from his spot, curls in. There's an open area in there. Blackledge stepped up in the pocket against a lot of pressure. There's nobody around. It's a big first down for Penn State.
It's spotted at the Pitt 30-yard line. The 2 wide receivers are to the left this time. Coles is in a slot left. This is Urquhart in motion. And nothing there but about a yard. Green was there. Fidel was there. Boyarsky was there. Gain of 1. 2nd down, 9.
That play shows you how great Hugh Green is. He lined up as the defensive end and yet went into the inside. The ball was run over the guard and made the tackle.
Virtually no gain. 2nd down, still 10. Jackson goes left, working against Thomas. Bow to the right, working against Terry White. Scoville, first down, Pitt 16-yard line.
Absolutely great pass protection, Ray. They fake. Watch the fake to the tailback Warner, and watch the pass protection. Blackledge has all day. Farrell comes out, picks up his man. Jaggers does a great job on Boyarsky, 68. Blackledge showing his great potential, rifles it over to number 80 Scoville for another first down.
The first down is at the Pitt 16-yard line. Jackson goes left. Warner moves to about the 13 where he's tackled by Hugh Green.
All right, come back. Penn State comes back with a draw play after completing 2 successive passes. Here comes Kurt Warner up to the inside. There's Fidel, comes across, holds his ground, and Hugh Green, dropping off from the end, again is involved in attack.
2nd and 7 at the 13. 2 tight ends. Scoville on the left, Cab on the right. That was Williams who just moved. Blackledge gets it to the 10, where Penn State will have a 4th and 4.
Blackledge keeps the ball. Sal Sinceri made the tackle for Pitt.
Pitt's secondary, Lynn Thomas at the one corner, number 3. Terry White, number 23 at the other corner. Tom Flynn, a freshman from Verona, number 5. And Carlton Williamson, number 48.
Ray, Penn State has a 3rd and 4 to go here for the first down. They got one more play to make, try to make the first down.
1 wide receiver, Jackson to the left. Incomplete. That was really thrown into a crowd.
Well, once again, he had great protection. That's really the first bad pass he's made. Just too much coverage over there. All right, they got a double on Jackson. He's trying to run a corner pattern. Williamson's over there. Blackledge forces the ball. Probably could have run for the first down. Just a few too many people around there.
Herb Menhart is 14 of 19 in field goal attempts. Hostetler, the holder, 27-yard attempt from the Pitt 17. 3:35 left, first quarter, and Penn State is on the board. There's a pause in the action, the score. Penn State 3, Pitt nothing. Edit cue number 6. Penn State moved for 3 first downs, their third possession. On 4th down, Menhart will try a field goal. Edit cue number 7. Following the field goal by Penn State to give the Lions a 3-0 lead, Pitt has the ball.
Toby McDermott from Pittsburgh onto the west stands.
McCall, Collins, and Lewis.
Tim Lewis, Dwight Collins, and Joe McCall are back for Pitt. Set for Brian Franco to kick off.
Brian Franco to kick off. Dwight Collins is deep, flanked by McCall and Lewis. Good kick. Collins will not run it out. So Franco does his job, and Pitt must start from the Pitt 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
It's 1st and 10 for Pitt on the 20.
Rick Tricano will have in the backfield. Number 40, Randy McMillan. Number 34, Joe McCall. Dwight Collins to the right. Willie Collier to the left. His leading receiver, Benji Pryor, the tight end, is on the right side. And behind the line, Gene Gladys nails McCall for a loss.
Ray, this is a titanic defensive game so far. Great defense. Watch Gladys, number 89. He comes on a blow, turns to the inside. He sees the ball carrier, fights off the blocker, and puts McCall down for a loss.
2-yard loss, 2nd and 12. Now let's see if Pitt goes into this shotgun formation. Up, Tricano will be under center on 2nd down 12. Collins. Matt Bradley makes the tackle, but the sparkling freshman receiver.
This is a great play. They had single coverage. Langford on Collins, number 12. They fake the McCall. Tricano steps up. Good protection. It's a post pattern. Here it comes from a different angle. Watch him right to left. They're great receiver. He has caught 10 touchdown passes. Cuts inside of Langford. Leaps high. Makes a great reception.
At the Penn State 46-yard line. 1st down, Pitt. Tricano, a lot of time. Leo Wisniewski drops Tricano for a loss. Georgia must have been great defensive play in the backfield.
Well, that's both teams, the secondaries are playing great. Langford has been one-on-one on Collins all day. They try to come right back with the pass. They're not having success with the run. There's nobody to throw the ball to. Tricano decides to take off and run with it. He's a good runner. Wisniewski beats his block on the great All-Americans 73 May and puts him down for a loss.
Loss on the play, 5 yards. 2nd and 15, Pitt at the Pitt 49. Penn State leading 3-0 late first quarter. This is McCall. And Matt Bradley makes a great defensive play, number 86.
Great defensive football. The best I've seen in a long while. This is outstanding. They went to the option play. Tricano was covered. Faking a dive to McMillan, number 40. He comes out. He's trying to run the option play with McCall, 34, as the trail back. D'Amico takes Tricano. He pitches it out to McCall, and Bradley nails him right dead in his tracks. Great defensive football.
Now on 3rd and long yardage, 3rd and 12, Penn State brings in an additional defensive back. Grover Edwards is in along with Giuseppe Harris. Pitt goes to the shotgun. Here comes a rush. Fumble. Pitt gets it back, but short of a first down.
Well, that's the first time this year Penn State has gone to the 5 nickel defense. Here they are in a shotgun. They're going to go to Benji Pryor. Now, there's a defensive back that's going to pick him up. He's number 84. He gets inside clean, gets hit, drops the football, but he's able to reach out, I believe, and recover it. Yeah, he gets that big, wait, still loose.
There's Bradley. Was there Willie Collier?
And Willie Collier recovered, number 4.
4th down, Hepler to punt. The 2 Harrises are deep for Penn State, Giuseppe and Pete. Into the end zone, and Penn State will have it in its poorest field position of this game, which has 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Penn State will have it at the Penn State 20-yard line. There was no attempt that time on the part of Penn State to block that punt, George.
No, they wanted to protect and keep the ball from being down inside their 10. Now they have a bad field position, and Pitt has had a bad field position most of the times they put the ball on offense.
Now let's see what Penn State's strategy is with the ball deep in Penn State territory at the 20. Jackson to the left, Wise to the right. And down goes Blackledge in the grass with Jerry Boyarsky all the way back inside the 15. And that's the end of the first quarter with the score. Penn State 3, Pitt nothing. We'll be back right after this.
With the score of Penn State 3, Pitt nothing.
There was no further scoring. The quarter ended with the score. Penn State 3, Pitt nothing. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this. Edit cue number 8. Following the Menhart field goal to give Penn State a 3-0 lead, Pitt moved to Lion territory. But the Penn State defense held, forced another Pitt punt. Penn State has the ball. Coming up at halftime, don't miss the Penn State Halftime Magazine featuring The Paternal Way, our flashback, the Penn State People feature, and the Penn State Action Journal. We're back with second quarter action with Penn State in control of the football. We're back with second quarter action with Pitt in control of the football. On the final play of the first quarter, Blackledge dropped for a 6-yard loss by Boyarsky. 2nd and 16, Penn State at the Penn State 14-yard line. Booker Moore gets a couple of yards to about the 17, a gain of 3, and Penn State will have a 3rd and 13. Ricky Jackson
This is a quick handoff to Booker Moore, trying to pop it clean. Here he goes. Now, Ricky Jackson falling back. He's a stacked linebacker on the weak side, fills to the inside, and gets some help from Neal, number 76.
Warner gives way to Coles, number 20 at tailback. Penn State 3rd and 13 at the Penn State 17. Coles in motion. Blackledge takes a loss of 2 rather than risk an interception. It is 4th down.
Ray, once again, that was Ricky Jackson, number 87. Let's watch to the right of our screen. It'll be to the left of our screen now. Ricky Jackson, number 87, put so much pressure early on Blackledge. Here he comes, number 87. He beats the back's block of Booker Moore, forcing Blackledge to step up and into all that traffic right into Boyarski's hands.
Giacomaro with a beautiful punt. Dawkins all the way back at the Pitt 35. Fumble. The second Pitt fumble is recovered by a Pitt teammate.
Well, we said, watch Dawkins 80 now. He carries the ball kind of loosely. See how he's got it in his right hand? Everybody's copying the old Jimmy Brown. Makes a good cut, gets a hit, and there it goes. And Pitt's fortunate enough to recover it.
Kranek, a reserve linebacker, recovered that ball to save Pitt from embarrassment at the Pitt 45, 1st and 10, the Panthers. Collins to the left, Collier to the right. Pryor is split out to the left, the number 1 receiver for Pitt. McCall smothered. After a gain of 2.
To say this is a defensive game is an understatement. Pitt was only, it is a straight handoff to McCall, trying to pop it real quick. Case comes off the block real well and makes a tackle. Pitt only has 2 first downs, had 2 first downs in the first quarter, and Penn State only had 3. Great defense.
There was a gain of 2 as Case made that tackle at the Pitt 47. 2nd down 8. Langford goes out with Collins, who is out to the left. Tricano close to a first down at the Penn State 45-yard line, where linebacker Steve Griffiths makes the tackle. About a half-yard short of a Pitt first down, and Pitt will go with number 31, Wayne DeBartola, in the backfield. They'll go with Dombrowski, Mike Dombrowski, as an additional tight end. The short yardage offense at the Penn State 45.5. Penn State is leading 3-0. 12:29 left to play, first half. McCall, the tailback, and I believe he had forward progress enough for the first down, just inside the Penn State 45. Incidentally, number 37, Walker Ashley, is now playing at a defensive end. Earlier in the season, he was played strictly as a linebacker. Now he has been alternating. First down, Pitt at the Penn State 44-yard line. Big Mark May, the right tackle, the senior from Oneonta, New York, already named winner of the Outland Trophy as the nation's top interior lineman. Again, Pitt goes with 3 wide receivers. And Tricano is downed by Walker Ashley for a loss of about 5, and Tricano did a super job to get out of an even bigger loss.
Well, Penn State comes with the blitz. Watch number 73, the Outland Trophy win to May, pass protect. Gets his man, went right by him. Number 76, Bergstrom, got off him, and Ashley closed, but Tricano did a great job from stopping that from being a really big loss.
Loss of 4, 2nd and 14 at the Penn State 48. Collins to the near side, one-on-one with Langford. Collins overshot at the Penn State 20-yard line, but I'll tell you, he is one dangerous receiver, Dwight Collins.
Well, and Langford has done a fine job so far. He's held him to 1 catch. They went deep on the post, and number 27, Pete Harris, was just a little slow getting over to help out Langford.
Collins is only a freshman from Aliquippa for Pitt. 3rd and 14 at the Penn State 48-yard line. 11 remaining first half. The only score, Menhart's 27-yard field goal. Collins again working against Langford. Tricano goes to a shotgun. Back 7 yards. A screen. First down. McMillan all the way down to the Penn State 17-yard line.
Well, they caught him. It was a beautiful executed play. From the shotgun, he looks over to his right. The blitz come on the linebacker. And now there's McMillan. The screen sets up beautifully out here. Polavecchio almost got to him, takes it up the sidelines, and a touchdown-saving tackle by Pete Harris, number 27.
At the Penn State 17-yard line, first down, Pitt. No wide receivers. Full house backfield. Tricano to the air. Touchdown. Benji Pryor.
Really, basically, this is a simple play. 2 tight ends, and they cross them. They're in a power eye. Fakes off to McCall. This is Benji Pryor coming left to right. There's pretty good coverage. The ball's not well thrown. Benji Pryor leaps up, makes a sensational catch for the touchdown.
So Pitt has the lead with 10:35 to play in the first half, 6-3. The holder is Dan Daniels. The place kicker is Trout. And Pitt adds point number 7. There's a pause in the action. The score, Pitt 7, Penn State 3.
Penn State 3.
Edit cue number 9. After Menhart's field goal to give Penn State a 3-0 lead, both defenses forced punts. I'll repeat edit cue number 9. After Menhart's field goal to give Penn State a 3-0 lead, the defenses forced punts. Pitt again has the ball. Edit cue number 10. Following the Pitt touchdown, an extra point to give the Panthers a 7-3 lead. Penn State has the ball.
Trout set to kick off. Kevin Bow, Kurt Warner, and John Williams are deep for Penn State.
Dave Trout to kick off. Warner, Williams, and Bow deep for Penn State. This will be Kevin Bow at the goal line. And he's held back at the Penn State 15-yard line.
Kevin Bow on the kickoff return.
As for Pitt, Rick Dukovich, a reserve defensive back, makes the tackle. And Penn State again has to start deep in Penn State territory. Warner will be the tailback. Moore the fullback. This is Warner. And it gets about 2 yards, 2.5 yards. To about the 18-yard line, where he runs into linebackers Steve Fidel and Carlton Williamson of the secondary.
All right, from behind, this is what Warner has to go through. Here's a pitch sweep. He's trying to find a little daylight to the inside. All right, Boyarski's there, forces him to cut in. Fidel finishes him off, holds him to a short 2-yard gain.
Second down 8 at the Penn State 17. Jackson, Kenny Jackson, fumble. Penn State has it at the Penn State 34-yard line.
Great reception. They blitzed the linebacker here. He's picked up by the back. Watch him come to the right of your screen. There he goes. Blackledge stays in the pocket and fires a bullet to the sensational freshman Kenny Jackson and makes the big first down catch.
And Brad Scoville recovered Jackson's fumble for a first down at the Penn State 34. Booker Moore. Good yardage. About 6 to the 40, where Sal Sunseri, one of the two Pitt linebackers, makes the tackle. Booker Moore loses a shoe, and he'll be replaced by Mike Mead at fullback, number 38.
Watch Green, watch him. This is why he's an All-American. It's a counter to the short side of the field. He comes off his block to come in and pick up Warner, make the tackle. Here he comes. As Warner spins off, Green stopped him from going a long way.
First down at the Penn State 48-yard line. On first down, a lot of time. At the Pitt 42-yard line, Kenny Jackson.
And Blackledge is looking good, Ray. He's staying in that pocket. He's got a lot of zip on the ball. He's got a lot of finesse on it. All right, good time to pass. First down, come right back. Play action. The pass protection is real good. Spots Kenny Jackson on a deep out to the left side of the screen. Makes the reception.
A gain of 9, 2nd and 1 at the Pitt 42.5-yard line. Midway second quarter, Pitt leading 7-3. Warner, first down at the Pitt 40.
Well, what Penn State is doing now, Ray, something we talked about before, to neutralize that great defensive rush for Pitt. They're throwing them one down and coming back with draw plays to make those defensive linemen to be aware of that, to kind of sit and take away from their speed and allow them to just pin in their ears back and attacking the pass.
Penn State has moved from the Penn State 15 to the Pitt 40, 1st and 10. Urquhart to the right, Bow to the left. This is Bow.
Oh!
Didn't quite get it to him around the 15-yard line.
But I like their approach to the game. I like their attacking. Their offense is on the attack. It's a wide-open football game. They know they have to pass against Pitt to beat them.
Tom Wise brings in the play now, number 49. It'll be 2nd and 10 for Penn State at the Pitt 40. 7:01 remaining first half. Wise to the left. Urquhart to the left. Tight end Scoville on the right. Warner now moves to the left in the slot. There goes Mickey Urquhart. Warner. And a good play by freshman Tom Flynn, the Verona safety man, and Warner's held to no gain, and he saved a long gain.
Well, this is a super play by Warner. Number 23, White, the cornerback, came on a blitz. Watch him right here. Warner leaps over him, turns upfield, looks like he's going someplace, and Flynn, the freshman, fills from his safety spot and holds him to no gain.
So for Penn State, 3rd and 10 at the Pitt 40. Jackson lined up in the backfield. Now he's out to the left. Booker Moore. And he is very close to a first down at the Pitt 30.
Well, it's according to where they mark it, but again, the utilization of the draw play. Catching Pitt coming, watch the draw play. They spread out Pitt's defense. Here's the quick draw. Neal is turned out. Booker Moore close to the first down. They're going to measure for it.
First down. A great call and a well-executed play with 6:10 remaining in the first half, and Pitt leading Penn State 7-3.
One way of neutralizing a team with great defensive lateral speed is to go right up inside, and the draw play is one way of doing it.
Something happened. There was a mix-up in the backfield, and Ricky Jackson brings down Blackledge about a yard behind the line.
Well, Boyarsky came across the line of scrimmage, got back without being called, and that distracted Blackledge. All right. Now, well, Jackson makes the tackle. Watch. Number 68, Boyarsky came back. Jackson comes in and makes the tackle. Blackledge got distracted and turned the wrong way.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12 at the Pitt 32. That was Urquhart in motion. Wanted to hit Warner down the sidelines, but overthrown by quite a bit, and it'll be 3rd and 12.
He missed Barr coming across to the inside. Penn State's using 3 receivers to the short side of the field. And as Pitt adjusts their defensive secondary, they put one in motion, hoping to get man-to-man coverage on one of their wideouts, which they're getting it sometimes. It's up to the quarterback to pick out the right man.
Now Jackson just checked into the backfield, into the lineup. Joe Coles came in. Penn State has a 3rd and 12 at the Pitt 32.
You want a good safe pass here because you still got a shot at that field goal.
There goes Coles. He wanted to hit Jackson, and it falls incomplete at the 15-yard line.
Pass intended for Kenny Jackson. Broken up by Tom Flynn.
It'll be 4th down. Menhart will be attempting a long field goal. About a 49-yarder. With 4:58 remaining in the first half. Hostetler the holder. No, it is wide, and Pitt has stopped Penn State. A long drive that started at the Penn State 15 comes up empty, and Pitt has a 7-3 lead and the football. A pause in the action, the score. Pitt 7, Penn State 3. Edit cue number 11. Following the Pitt touchdown to give the Panthers a 7-3 lead, Penn State moved to Pitt territory. On 4th down, Menhart will go for his 2nd field goal. Edit cue number 12. Following the missed field goal by Penn State, the scoreboard reads Pitt 7, Penn State 3, and Pitt has the ball.
Against Cal Poly. Penn State students are admitted free upon presentation of university ID card. Public tickets are priced at $2 for adults and $1 for children. Penn State returns to action Friday and Saturday, December 5th and 6th, in the 16-team Penn State Invitational in Rec Hall.
Pitt has the ball after the missed field goal. 1st and 10 at the Pitt 31-yard line. One setback, McMillan. Tricano on a keeper. And a 1st down at the Pitt 44-yard line where Matt Bradley makes the tackle.
Well, that's a formation they used once in the first quarter. They put Pryor and Dombrowski on the same side. One is a wingback, and they double-teamed the defensive end. It was a rollout all the way, and Trocano made a nice gain.
D'Amico replaces Ashley at defensive end for Penn State. Collier goes left. Collins to the near side. McMillan bulls his way for about 5 to the Pitt 49-yard line. Time becoming a little more important now when the ball is snapped to Tricano the next time. Less than 4 minutes will remain in the first half. Second down, a bit more than 4 for a 1st down. Again, the only setback is McMillan. Here he goes again for a first down at the Penn State 44-yard line. So the big ground gainer of last year's game, McMillan, is having another big game today.
And they're using basically the same formation. Two tight ends. McMillan's the only back in the backfield. This is a straight handoff. Penn State's playing a little cautious for the pass. He gets good blocking to the right side of the line. He's a big back, 227, and he makes that first down.
First down at the Penn State 43. This is Dombrowski, who moves over to the right. And there goes McMillan again. This time he gets only a couple of yards to the 41. Now Penn State is going to make 3 defensive changes. They're bringing in Wisniewski, Gladys, and Kugler to replace Case, Gladden, well, I had 2 of the 3. McMillan picked up a couple of yards. D'Amico went out. Second down, 8 at the Penn State 41. Down to the 20-yard line, Benji Pryor.
Well, that's the key man, Ray. I've said it before. 2 tight ends is 1-on-1. Benji Pryor, number 84, to the left of the screen. He just goes down about 12 or 14, breaks for the sidelines. There's good protection. Tricano puts the ball right on the money. It's a good catch. And then another big first down for Pitt.
So Pitt threatening at the Penn State 21-yard line with 2:37 left to play in the first half, and Pitt leading 7-3. Tricano breaking tackles. Gets about 6 yards to the 16-yard line, where Giuseppe Harris makes the tackle. 5-yard gain. Now Pitt has all 3 of its timeouts remaining. 2nd and 5 at the Penn State 16. Collier goes out to the left. Collins goes out to the left. McMillan moves to the 13-yard line, where it will be 3rd down and 2, and coming up might be the biggest 3rd down of this first half, which has 1:40 remaining.
Right, Ray, very significantly, they're running to the right side of their line, which is May and Boris. May's 275 and Boris, number 70, is 266, and right now they're handling the Penn State's defense.
3rd and 2. DeBartola will be in the backfield along with McMillan. Pitt taking an uncommon amount of time in the huddle. They have 8 seconds to get this ball in play.
They might throw for it.
Penalty flag down. I don't know whether McMillan got the yardage for the first down or not, but a penalty flag went down.
Let's see if we can. It looks like it's against Penn State, though.
Offside,
Yeah,
Penn State.
It was a long count, and somebody jumped the gun on Penn State. Looked like it was Wisniewski, number 69. You really can't tell with that pile-up, and that gives Pitt a really big first down.
The ball will move to the 8-yard line, and Pitt will have a first down. At the 9, with 1:07 left in the half.
Let's see if we can pick up who made the contact, who moved.
I think he lined up offside.
Oh, it's lined up offside. That's number 68 or 69, either Wisniewski or Kugler.
So first down, Pitt at the Penn State 9. Less than a minute remaining in the first half. Pitt leading 7-3. Penalty flag. McMillan moved. McMillan was in motion, and this will cost Pitt 5 yards.
Well, you get anxious when you get down there, Ray. You really get anxious. You smell those touchdowns.
So with 46 seconds left in the half, Pitt will take one of its 3 remaining timeouts. Tricano has been summoned over by Jackie Sherrill.
Well, the important part of that is that almost forces them to throw the ball. Now, Penn State better be aware. Last year, they hit Pryor in that crossing pattern for 1 touchdown and came back with it. and Penn State got hurt again. They better be alert for that two tight end offense and the crossing of the tight ends.
It will be 1st and goal at the Penn State 14-yard line. Now, Pitt is going to use Joe McCall. He has not been used during this series. They've been going with just the one running back and two tight ends. We have a pause in the action, the score. Pitt 7, Penn State 3.
Extra time when walking in the stadium today. Thank you.
Additional defensive back. Pitt has a 1st and goal at the Penn State 14-yard line. 46 seconds remaining in the half. Back to one tight end, Pryor. The interception. Pete Harris.
I tell you, if he saw the outside, he'd still be running. That's a great defensive play because if they... Let's watch Pete Harris, the free safety now. He's floating right in the middle of the screen. They're trying to hit Collins coming across the middle. He picks it up. He decides to go inside. Had a little room to the outside, but however, he stops the Pitt drive.
Paul Langford has been injured and is receiving attention in the end zone as Harris runs the interception out to the Penn State 16-yard line with 38 seconds left in the first half. Number 27, Pete Harris. There is Paul Langford.
And he's played a great game. That'd be a terrible loss for Penn State if he can't come back. He's done a really credible job defending that great wide receiver, Collins. Seems to be okay.
Following Pete Harris's interception at the goal line, ran it out to the Penn State 16-yard line. Penn State has the ball. 38 seconds left in the first half. Long count by Blackledge, and he keeps it for just a couple of yards. Now, if Penn State chooses, Penn State does have 3 timeouts remaining, but judging by that play, George, I'd have to believe Penn State is going to be content to just let the clock run out.
That would be the wise decision to make. Let's go back in the half and regroup a little bit. It's supposed to be an option or a fake of the handoff to Warner, and he decides to keep the ball. You're much better off not taking any chances. You're only one touchdown from going ahead. Is to go back in that halftime. Let's get things up on the board. Let's take a look how we can improve our offense.
So time has run out.
That's the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Pitt 7, Penn State 3. We'll be back with the Penn State Halftime Magazine right after this. There was no further scoring, and the half ended with the score. Pitt 7, Penn State 3. We'll be back with the Penn State Halftime Magazine right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, would Richard J. Aiken please report to the first aid room? Richard J. Aiken, please report to the first aid room.
Theo put off the camera onto the backpack.
Due to the weather conditions, the steps at Beaver Stadium are very slippery. Please be very careful when entering and leaving your seats.
Pitt with two big plays in the first half, a screen pass to McMillan, a touchdown pass to Pryor, has a 7-3 lead as Penn State gets ready to accept the second half kickoff from Pitt's Dave Trout. Warner in the middle, Bow on the right, Williams on the left. Great kick. No return. Penn State will have to start from the Penn State 20-yard line. George, do you anticipate any change in Penn State's offensive strategy?
Only that they have to get their running game going a little better, Ray. So far, it's been a great defensive struggle, but Pitt's doing a little better stopping Penn State's running game than Penn State is stopping Pitt's passing game.
Blackledge all the way at quarterback will start the second half. He'll have Moore and Warner as his running backs. Urquhart and Wise as the two wide receivers. Warner. Fumble. And Pitt has it. A great run by Warner. Tom Flynn recovers, and a big break for Pitt.
Well, here we got a sensational opening play for Penn State. The draw play to Kurt Warner. Good blocking, gets good block from his fullback. Turns it to the outside, makes a couple of great cuts, makes Flynn misses, heads for the sidelines, gets popped from behind by Ricky Jackson, fumbles the ball, and Flynn trailing recovers it for Pitt.
Pitt at the Penn State 36-yard line with the first big break of the second half after one play. One setback again, McMillan. And there he goes. And Ed Pritz makes a good play, number 61, and there's a gain of a yard only.
Big series defensively for Penn State. After coming up with a bad break, they got to control Pitt right here.
2nd and 9 at the Penn State 35. Pritz will give way at a linebacking spot to Steve Griffiths, number 52. Collier is out to the left. Collins to the near side. Two tight ends. Great protection for Tricano. Wide open Dombrowski at the Penn State 22-yard line for a first down.
Well, here we got a three-man rush, and the three men do not put enough pressure on Tricano. You cannot let any quarterback sit back there all day because the receivers will find openings in the zone. This is what happens. He finds Dombrowski downfield about 12 yards in an open area and makes the completion.
First down at the Penn State 23-yard line. Again, two tight ends. No gain. Good play. Matt Bradley came out of the secondary with help from Griffiths. Loss of a yard. Second down, 11 at the Penn State 23. Giuseppe Harris will come in now. D'Amico started out. They're going to have to take somebody out. It's going to be Grover Edwards.
And he better get out in a hurry.
Second down, 11 for Pitt. This is McMillan. And Chet Parlavecchio makes a tackle after a gain of about 4 yards. at the Penn State 20-yard line.
Ray, that was a
19 and half.
sensational. All right, watch Palavecchio. They come down with a fullback option. He fills to the inside. Now, he's got to make the tackle on McMillan here because he's got the pitch and he's turning upfield with a lot of daylight. Big play by Chuck Palavecchio.
3rd and 7 at the Penn State 19.5-yard line. Pitt leading 7-3. Again, a big 3rd down. DeBartola is the fullback. 1 yard to the 18.
All right, Pitt went to an unbalanced line, tried to spring the fullback up to the offside, the short side of the field, or the weak side to no gain, and Pitt now has to go for the field goal. Great defensive stand for Penn State.
Dave Trout, has been successful in 12 of 17 field goal attempts. This will be a 35-yard attempt. It is good.
Got it.
Penalty flag at the 25-yard line.
I think it's hitting the holder after the ball was kicked, which will be a dead ball foul, Ray, and be tacked on. Let's see.
Referee Bill Parkinson talking with umpire Foster Gross.
Oh, if it's a roughing a kicker, it could possibly lead to a Pitt first down. Now let's see what happens here.
Still no explanation. Jackie Sherrill. Here's the call. Running into the kicker.
Well, that's a tough break. Now, I tell you, it's a question. Let's take a look at it. It's a question whether, was it late? The ball was snapped late and the timing was off. Now, he does run into the kicker, but the question is, does the ball go through first? That's number 66. First down, Pitt.
So it is a first down for Pitt. Penn State kicked, Pitt kicked, repeating. Pitt kicked an apparent field goal. Rich D'Amico ran into the kicker Trout. Result, no field goal. First and goal, Pitt at the Penn State 9-yard line. That looked like the tailback, Joe McCall. Yep, number 34, the freshman from Miami. There's virtually no gain. It'll be second and goal at the Penn State 9-yard line.
Penn State must be aware of those crossing tight ends, especially Benji Pryor. He's a key to their offense when they're in that 2 tight end set.
Pitt with a 7-3 lead. Recovered a Penn State fumble. Apparently kicked a field goal.
Here it comes.
Penn State called on a big penalty. Second and goal, Pitt at the Penn State 9. This is Tricano being chased by D'Amico. Touchdown. A great bit of faking by Tricano. D'Amico couldn't quite muster up enough speed to catch him, and Tricano scores.
Well, all right, bootleg all the way. They fake the lead to McCall. Here he comes. Langford goes for the fake, and D'Amico gets caught to the inside. And now it's a foot race. Tricano has a little too much speed for him. Takes it in for a big touchdown.
So Pitt moves to a 13-3 lead. Dan Daniels, reserve quarterback, the holder for Trout. And all of a sudden, Penn State is down 14-3. There's a pause in the action, the score. Pitt 14, Penn State 3. Edit cue number 15. Penn State took the second half kickoff. Kurt Warner fumbled after a great run on the first play. The Panthers have the ball. Edit cue number 16. After Pitt recovered a Penn State fumble early in the second half, the Penn State defense held. Pitt will try a field goal. Edit cue number 17. Following the Pitt touchdown on a great run by quarterback Rick Tricano, Penn State has the ball, trailing 14-3. Coming up at the end of the game, the presentation of our player of the game. Our sponsors, Subaru, Daly's Juice Products, Anheuser-Busch Incorporated St. Louis, brewers of Budweiser and Michelob beers, and by Westinghouse. Big run back.
Kevin Bow, Kurt Warner, and John Williams are deep for Penn State. Set to receive the Dave Trout kick.
.11:01 left to play, third quarter. Pitt with a 14-3 lead as Dave Trout will kick off to Warner, Williams, and Bow. Good kick again. Warner will not run it out, and Trout has done an excellent job of kicking for Pitt.
First down on the 20.
Well, very great teams take advantage of opportunities like that. And, Pitt did that. They took advantage of Warner's fumble and took it in for the big score.
Well, we had a penalty flag down, and apparently Pitt was offside. I just now spotted the penalty flag.
Penalty on the play.
Pitt offside. So perhaps one of the three speedsters for Penn State now will have an opportunity to run back a kickoff. Pitt's defenders so far have held Penn State to just the field goal. Pitt penalized 5 yards for offside on the kickoff. Trout kicks from the 35, and Warner will get a chance to run this one out. To the 24-yard line.
Kurt Warner on the kickoff return. First down for Penn State near the 23.
See if we spot any changes offensively for Penn State. Blackledge, the quarterback. Warner, Moore, the setbacks. Nope, Warner's going out, and Coles will be the tailback. Wise goes right. Urquhart comes left. Coles gets it out across the 25 to the 26. Gain of 3, second down 7. That same great five-man front for Pitt. Jackson, Neal, Boyarski, Meisner, and Green. The linebackers are Sinceri and Fidel. The cornerbacks Thomas and White. Williamson and Flynn, the safety men. Second down 7, Penn State at the Penn State 26. To the 30 for Blackledge, where for Penn State it will be third down and about 4, and Greg Meisner made the tackle.
We have a little sprint out here by Blackledge, trying to pick up a receiver or just to run a route for first down. Good coverage, decides to run the ball. 76 Neal is chasing him, gets a piece of his jersey, and Ricky Jackson puts him down number 87, but he made a good game.
Third down and a little more than 3 for a first down. Wise with a first down at the Penn State 42-yard line.
And he drilled that one. That's the way to throw the ball. All right, Tom Wise coming back from an injury. Just goes down, does a little turn in, enough for the first down. He's waiting. Here comes that football. Big first down. Let's see what Hugh Green does on this. He decides to come, gets pretty good block, and they're double teaming him with Moore and Coles. Tries to jump up, but Blackledge gets the ball there.
First down at the Penn State 42-yard line. Urquhart in motion. Booker Moore. And he gets about 3.5 yards to the 45-yard line.
Well, it's certainly looking a lot better on offense outside of that fumble by Kurt Warner. Now,
and a Penn Stater is down. It is center Bob Jaggers.
This is a quick fullback trap. Booker Moore with the football. Wadowitz, number 64, tried to trap 86 Miser. Didn't get his head to the inside, but Booker was able to get 3 or 4 yards.
If Jaggers is unable to continue, Mark Battaglia will replace him. There's a pause in the action, the score. Pitt 14, Penn State 3. We always select a player of the game. The selection is made by way of 4 votes from the press. Sports Information Director Dave Baker has a vote. John Black of the Penn State Football Letter has a vote. Our production group gets a vote. Fran Fisher and John Grant, the Penn State broadcasters, each get a vote, the radio broadcasters. George votes, and I vote. Bob Jaggers has to be aided from the field, appeared to have sustained an injury to his left leg. Mark Battaglia, number 59, is now the center. 2nd and 7, Penn State at the Penn State 45. 3 wide receivers. 1 setback, Booker Moore. And Moore gets only a yard or so. They're still trying the middle of that pit line. He gets it to the 47. And at that point, Penn State will have a 3rd and 5.
All right, that's an awful tough assignment for young Mark Battaglia, a sophomore, to come in. To have to play against a great nose guard like Boyarsky. Here's the first play of the game. They come back to the draw play, to the inside. Just a little turnout. No place to go.
3rd and 5 for Penn State. Coles in motion. Jackson off his fingertips at the 26-yard line.
Well, it would have been a great catch. He was open there. The ball was thrown low below his knees. Let's watch the sensational freshman Jackson. He does a deep post. Now he's open there, but the ball is thrown very, very low. Almost got it. Could have been a great catch.
Giacomaro to punt. Dawkins, a deep man for Pitt at the Pitt 12. At the 16. Belted at the 15. Great coverage of that punt for Penn State's special team led by Grover Edwards, number 45.
Julius Dawkins on the return. Grover Edwards.
And the other Penn Stater down there was the man who snapped the ball, Bill Rochelle. So now the pressure moves over to the Penn State defense.
Well, Ray, they just got to keep their poise, stay in this football game. They're playing well. The breaks is what has given Pitt the 14 points, and they just got to stay in and hope to get a break themselves.
Now Pitt is going with the 2 backs now. They were going with only McMillan. Now it's McMillan and McCall. This is McCall. Nowhere to go. Griffiths led the defensive charge.
Joe McCall, the ball carrier.
Gain, 1 yard, 2nd and 9. The ball at the Pitt 17-yard line. 8 minutes to play, 3rd quarter. 14-3 in favor of Pitt. Collins goes to the left, Collier to the right. McCall in motion. A big hit on McCall by Matt Bradley. Incomplete. 3rd and 9.
They put McCall in motion, but Bradley wasn't fooled. Perfect defense, puts a big hit on him. And this Penn State defensive team is still fired up. They're not quitting.
So now it is Pitt faced with a critical 3rd down. Grover Edwards checks into the defense. They take out D'Amico. So Penn State will have 5 defensive backs. Langford, Pete Harris, Giuseppe Harris, and Grover Edwards. 3rd and 9 for Pitt at the Pitt 17. He's going very deep, but nobody near it except Grover Edwards. Tried to hit Pryor, but that was sort of a Hail Mary pass.
Well, that was a substitute for a punt. I really mean that. They figured, well, let's try go for all the marbles. If it gets intercepted, it's a 40-yard. All right, let's take a look. Excellent coverage. Pretty good rush. Tricano throws it a mile way up there. Nobody there to catch.
Bow and Williams are back deep for Penn State as Hepler will punt it away from around the Pitt 5-yard line.
Looks like they're going for the rush. Oh, he blocked it.
Frank Case got a piece of it again.
That's 3 times he's been in there. This is the break that Penn State needed to get back in the ballgame.
It is inside the Pitt 25-yard line.
Let's take a look. Watch Frank Case coming from the left of the screen. He's in clean. No, it was not a block. It was just a poor punt.
Case intimidated him.
It's a little bit of an intimidation. He saw Case at the corner of his eye, took his eye off the football, and Penn State's got a break.
Urquhart in motion. Booker Moore loses a yard. That Pitt middle is tough. Led this time the linebacker, Steve Fidel, number 58.
Well, Ray, Florida State's the only football team to run for more than 100 yards against Pitt. They're the #1 team in the country versus the rush. They only give you up 1.2 yards per play against the rush.
7 minutes left, 3rd quarter. 2nd down, 11. Penn State at the Pitt 25-yard line. Blackledge is down to about the 17-yard line, where Ricky Jackson makes the tackle with help from
Well, that's
Fidel.
what Todd's got to do. There's nobody to throw the ball to. There's a big hole up the middle. He takes a quick look over the field. Nobody to throw to, spots the hole up the middle, and takes off and runs for a good piece of yardage, and they're close to the 1st down.
Now a big 3rd down for Penn State. They go with 2 tight ends. 3rd and 3.5. That was Williams who moved to the right.
Oh, boy.
Just inside the 15 and about a half a yard short of a 1st down.
And they have to go for it, Ray. This is the type of ball game it is. They're not going to get too many opportunities. A good play to go to a counter option. There it is. There's the fake. Blackledge sees it. Nobody to pitch off to. Sees a little alleyway up inside. Tries to make the 1st down himself. Puts his head down. Drives, but not far enough.
4th and less than a yard at the Pitt 14. Joel Coles comes into the backfield. 5:20 left, 3rd quarter. Coles. He did not make it.
I don't understand that, Ray. Looked like he had the corner. I think that possibly there was an option pass because Joe Coles slowed up. Let's take a look at it. Watch Coles All right. Vito Cab, the tight end, sure, he released. This was supposed to be a pass. The fullback goes in the flat. Now Coles doesn't realize he can run for it. He slows down, gives Hugh Green a chance to make the tackle. That was an option pass. Once again, watch the tight end release. Number 85 to go into the flat. Watch Booker Moore slide it out also into the pass pattern. Right here, he could have thrown the football or run it. He waited a little too long. You can't do that against Hugh Green.
So Pitt has the ball at their own 15. This is McMillan. He got a yard or so. Oh, that was a big, big play.
Well, Green is getting mobbed, but the play was there. It was Joe Coles. Again, it was a youngster's mistake. He just didn't know what to do, to throw or run. He confused himself.
Second down, 8.5 for a first down. Pitt at the Pitt 16.5-yard line. 3 wide receivers. Pryor and Collins are both out to the right. Collier to the left. Very short gain. Steve Griffiths is there to make the tackle on the big fullback, Randy McMillan. And now it is Pitt with a 3rd and about 5.
Pitt decides to go up to the inside. They haven't been able to do anything in the second half. They give it to the big fullback, and Griffith fills the hole, makes a good tackle. And now, another opportunity for Penn State. Now, if they're a good football team, they must put points up on the board. That was Gene Gladys from a defensive end position. He dropped off to the weak side in the flat. Let's watch him. Number 89, folks. He's on Dombrowski, slides off. He follows the football, stays in his zone, leaps high, makes a great interception, tries to get upfield to get as much yardage as he can, and Penn State is in good scoring position.
Second interception of a Tricano pass. First down at the Pitt 28-yard line for Penn State. 4:11 left, third quarter. Blackledge on first down. Almost hit Jackson.
Somebody got a finger in there. I think it was number 3, Thomas. All right, they try to go to Kenny Jackson. It's a good call. It's again a deep post. He's been open several times. He breaks it off to the inside. They're aware of his speed. Somebody, I believe, gets a hand in there at the last minute. It was number 23, White. A great defensive play.
2nd and 10 for Penn State at the Pitt 28-yard line. Almost intercepted. Big pressure that time on Blackledge, and Penn State is going to have a 3rd and 10.
Well, watch the pressure. They come. You could tell they were going to let you know they were coming. This time it's a 4-man rush by Pitt. That big Boyarsky, he's beaten Battaglia. Blackledge kind of forces the ball here. Penn State was fortunate there wasn't an interception, but they think they could throw or dump the ball off to the backs. Pitt is playing very deep, aware, and looking for the deep pass or come up with a screen play.
3rd and 10 at the Pitt 28. 3:59 left in the third quarter. Pitt 14, Penn State 3. This is Scoville at the 10.
Well, Ray, I was just saying they're playing so deep for the deep pass. They picked it up. It's a little fake of the... Let's watch it. Watch Billy Dugan block. Watch Scoville running right to left. Find that hole in the zone. Here it is. He's underneath. Here comes the ball. Big first down and a great catch by Brad Scoville.
Ricky Jackson that time was dropping back in pass coverage, George, and one of his own teammates knocked him off. So first down just outside the Pitt 10-yard line. The option play is smothered by sophomore tackle Phil Pizzoli, number 63, and there's a loss.
Let's see if we can see Mazzoli here come in. Dugan tries to show pass. Oh, no, this is the reception by Scoville. Watch his route. Now Ricky Jackson is with him, and his own man knocks him off here, allowing Scoville to run free to make that big first down. But Penn State right now must come up. If they got anything in their bag of tricks, they got to come up because they still can make a first down on about the half-a-yard line.
It is a second down and 13 at the Pitt 13-yard line, and Blackledge asks for a timeout.
Timeout, Penn State.
There's a pause in the action, the score. Pitt 14, Penn State 3. Edit cue number 18. Following the Pitt touchdown to give the Panthers a 14-3 lead, the Pitt defense held, forced Giacomaro to punt, and Pitt has the ball. Edit cue number 19. Following Pitt's touchdown to give the Panthers a 14-3 lead, the teams have exchanged punts. Penn State has the ball. Edit cue number 20. The Penn State defense again held Pitt in Panther territory. Following a short punt by Pitt, Penn State has the ball in Pitt territory. Edit cue number 21. After Pitt held Penn State on 4th and 1, the Panthers have the ball. Edit cue number 22. After Penn State intercepted Pitt for the second time in the game, the Lions have the ball. Marino warming up.
They got Coles in the backfield, too.
Penn State has a second down and 13 at the Pitt 13-yard line. 2:49 left, third quarter.
Comes the rush. Touchdown!
Touchdown, Jackson!
Oh, did he drill that one? We got us a ball game. Well, Ray, you will not see a corner pattern run any better or a quarterback stay in the pocket and fire the football between two defenders.
So now it is 14-9. Would you guess that yes, Penn State's going for two. Penn State is going for the two-pointer. Actually, it's a very good gamble.
Oh, it has to be, Ray, because the 1 point really would be insignificant as far as the total outcome of the game.
Jackson in motion.
Oh!
Couldn't quite get the ball to Jackson.
Well, Ray, he caught the other one, and I'll say, if I had my choice, he dropped the right one.
So it's a...
Now let's take a look at it. Now watch the coverage. Now watch Jackson. That's double coverage on him.
Now this is the touchdown,
This
right?
is the touchdown. Scoville takes the flat to clear out. Jackson does a corner pattern. Now watch, this ball is drilled between two defenders right there. It looked like it was Flint coming over from the safety. Yeah, watch Jackson. He takes it to the inside. That's Williamson, 48, bumps him, takes it to the outside. All right, White comes over his shoulder, and Williamson comes back to try to sandwich him, but the ball is too well thrown with too much authority. Now, what does Hugh Green do? Watch Green do. He's going to put the rush on. Billy Dugan takes his drop steps, gets him face up. He's in good position. Billy Dugan's in great position. But look how strong Green is. Good thing the official didn't see that.
All right. 2:43 left to play, third quarter. Brian Franco to kick. This is Dwight Collins, a speedster. Whoa!
Are we going to see us a fourth quarter, Ray Scott?
Yes.
All right, now they put Jackson into the formation, then away. He's got him beat. He's got Williamson beat. Now here it is. It's a little low. Tries to extend himself. Got his hands on it. It's okay, Kenny. You caught the right one.
A new Pitt quarterback, the sophomore who did so well last year against Penn State, Dan Marino.
Well, Marino's got a little quicker release and a little better pass, I think, overall. And Penn State has totally stopped Pitt so far outside of the one drive for the touchdown.
Marino gives to McMillan. Good gain. McMillan gets about 7 yards on first down before Matt Bradley made the tackle. But a gain of about 8 yards for the big fullback.
Marino wisely doesn't throw on first down. He goes to a fullback draw. That's McMillan, who took it outside because Griffith 52 blitzed. Wisniewski 69 got caught inside. Bradley was a little late closing, and he made a nice gain.
2nd and 2 at the Pitt 26. Good protection.
Fumble.
Incomplete pass is the ruling.
I'll tell you, I can't see it from up here, but somebody put a lick on Benji Pryor that time. It looked like Big Pete Harris. Giuseppe Harris.
Now Pitt has a 3rd and 2. Marino looking for signals from the sidelines, what to call.
If you look for big plays in a football game, they couldn't be any bigger than this one because if they have to punt, Penn State will have good field position once again.
This is McCall, the tailback. Steve Griffiths made the play.
This is an aroused Penn State defense. Watch number 52, Steve Griffiths, Phil. They go to the sweeps, a good call. Trying to get McCall, number 34, with his speed to the outside. Watch to the left of your screen. Steve Griffiths, 52, fills inside. McCall tried to cut back, went down.
Hepler to punt. Williams and Bow to receive. Williams at the Penn State 40. Good coverage. Excellent coverage by Pitt.
Well, if there's such a thing as momentum, it's switched.
Beaver Stadium's 82,000 plus come alive as Penn State has the ball at the Penn State 39-yard line, trailing by 5, 1:08 to play, 3rd quarter. Great play by tackle Bill Neal, number 76.
Well, Bill Neal stopped Kurt Warner from going on a long way on a draw play.
Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11 at the Penn State 38-yard line.
Right, I think they could get the ball to Kevin Bow, number 11, a little bit. When they put Jackson in there, they're so aware of Jackson, and when he's in there with Bow, they're leaving Bow pretty much single cover.
Warner in a slot right. Blackledge.
Great catch.
Bow with a great catch. Blackledge made a great play, and so did Kevin Bow.
Okay, this is just great football. It's a fake of the reverse. They faked the Moore. They faked the counter to Warner, but Warner misses his block. Watch the pressure from the backside. Jackson gets a hold of his Blackledge's arm, but he's able to throw him off, stay up there, and fire a strike to Kevin Barr, another sensational-looking freshman who made a super catch.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. Pitt 14, Penn State 9. We'll be back right after this. There was no further scoring. The quarter ended with the score. Pitt 14, Penn State 9. We'll be back with 4th quarter action right after this. Edit cue number 23. Following the Penn State touchdown to close the score to 14-9 Pitt. The 2-point conversion missed. Pitt has the ball. Edit cue number 24. After Penn State closed the score to 14-9 on a touchdown by Jackson, the Penn State defense continued to hold very tough. A punt by Pitt. Penn State has the ball. We're back with fourth quarter action with Penn State in control of the football. We're back with fourth quarter action with Pitt in control of the football. Coming up at the end of the game, our colleague John Sanders with his scouting report on Penn State's Fiesta Bowl opponent, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be very careful when walking to Beaver Stadium due to the very slippery conditions today. And please allow extra time when you're coming to or going from the stands.
I'd love to see them fake a dive here and throw.
Hey, Ray, I think we're going to win this football game because they are taking it to them right now. I doubt if they throw, they'll try to get the first down. But even though they punt and they get a good punt off, Pitt's going to be in a real bad field position. And I think, Marino's going to be a little rusty. I don't care if he's played one game against Army or a bit of it last week before. But see, they can get the football to Bow because they're so conscious of Jackson out there now. He's getting single coverage, and I got a lot of faith in that kid.
Penn State has a third and less than one at the Penn State 48-yard line. First play coming up of the fourth quarter. That was Coles who moved to the right.
He made it.
Across the 50, first down.
I'll tell you, Booker did a great job. The right guard did a great job, and Joel Coles did a great job. This is against a stacked defense. Number 64, Waterwoods, fires out on his man, and Joel Coles unloads on the linebacker Fidel and enables Booker Moore to make the first down.
So first down, Penn State at the Pitt 49-yard line. Blackledge on first down.
He did not see.
Wise was double covered, and he had, is that Mickey Urquhart wide open on the other side of the field?
He had only had Mickey Urquhart. He had Kurt Warner coming out of the backfield, circling up. I hope that Pitt didn't see it, and I hope somebody says something in the huddle.
2nd and 10 for Penn State at the Pitt 49-yard line. Bow comes right. Jackson goes left. Scoville. Incomplete. Inside the 20 and a flag down.
Roughing the passer.
Personal foul against Pitt.
Watch it. Hey, Todd Blackledge is living up to what we thought he could be. Watch him stand in, take his punishment, and he throws a strike to Scoville. They ran Scoville up the alley in that seam. The ball was there. It should have been caught. It's a personal foul against Pitt. That was a late hit. And Ray, may I say this is a really well officiated football game. They're in total command of the game, these officials.
First down as a result of roughing the passer at the Pitt 34-yard line. Wise and Jackson are to the right.
I'll come back with the draw play.
Jackson in motion.
There it is. Oh.
And there is Boyarsky and Ricky Jackson. Kurt Warner brought down for a loss.
All right, they come back with a draw. It's a good call, but this Pitt defense is tough. They give ground grudgingly. You got Boyarsky playing on a sophomore center, and you got Ricky Jackson folding back to the inside from his a defensive end, which is a stack linebacker position to the weak side, making the tackle.
Second down and about 12 at the Pitt 36. Warner in motion. Scoville. Oh! The tight end was there.
But he was under a lot of heat, Ray. They came. Pitt put the blitz on. If we can pick it up here. It's a little fake of the draw, a little fake of the sprint out draw. He's looking back. Now Scoville's to the left of the screen, the bottom of the screen. He's running clear. A little too much pressure, forcing him to throw the ball too far.
So 3rd and 12 at the Pitt 36-yard line.
Ray, they'd be better off throwing underneath short because Pitt is playing deep for the long pass. Oh, boy.
Kevin Bow jumped offside. The pass is complete, but Kevin Bow jumped offside, and that'll cost the completion to Joel Coles and a 5-yard penalty.
Well, it's a freshman error, and we don't want to make excuses for Kevin, but if we can see this, Ricky Jackson at the last minute, as a defensive end, ran out to get on his head for a double coverage, and I think that confused Kevin, and he jumped the gun. It's a penalty against Penn State.
Penn State, or Pitt, has the option of a 4th and 2 or a 3rd and 17.
Well, may I point out, that was a wise play by Blackledge to go through it because now Pitt must make the decision. Okay, they take the penalty.
So it will be 3rd and about 17 at the Pitt 41-yard line. 13:32 left in the game. Pitt 14, Penn State 9.
They come down and across the middle in front of number 5, Flynn. They have a good opportunity to pick up a lot of yards.
Coles in motion. Coles was open down the near sideline, but it's going to be 4th down.
Well, somebody upstairs has to point out, let's watch this now. They put Coles in motion. He's going to swing up the sidelines. He's getting man-to-man coverage. Now there's a 3-man rush from Pitt. He's got enough time, good protection. He's looking for Scoville, the tight end, up, trying to split the area up the middle, yet Coles was wide open down the sidelines.
Now Giacomo will try to get it out of bounds, deep in Pitt territory. Or else hang it high.
Oh, beautiful play.
It is down at the Pitt 6-inch line, I believe.
Ray, this is good pass coverage. This is punt coverage. This is not luck. Watch the coverage team get beyond the ball. Of course, Lady Luck has to let it hang high enough so those people can get there, but you have to know what you're doing. This was a well-executed play.
The Penn State player who made the play was in the end zone, but
he bats the ball back. Watch it here. I think it's 64.
63.
63. But when he had his hands on the ball, he was still in the field of play, and that's what they.
And you know who made that play? The center who snapped the ball, Bill Rochelle.
Oh, hey, man, I'm sure he feels great.
Now there's a pause in the action with the score. Pitt 14, Penn State 9.
And you have to interpret that as a break, and breaks have a way of evening up.
There's a pause in the action. The score, Pitt 14, Penn State 9.
Due to the wet weather, the steps in Beaver Stadium are very slippery. Please be careful and watch your footing.
Edit cue number 25. Penn State moved to Pitt territory. The Panther defense held. Good punt by Giacomo. Pitt has the ball at the Pitt 1-foot line.
If you'll be using an umbrella in Beaver Stadium
Quarterback.
today, please be careful. Ask the city to those seated around you.
Marino.
Also, for your safety, the Penn State Athletic Department asks you please do not go onto the playing field after today's game.
Pitt has the ball at the 1-foot line. Marino at quarterback. No wide receivers. Pick up 3 or 4 yards before Griffiths makes the tackle on Randy McMillan at the 4. It will be 2nd down and about 7.
Okay, they wisely go straight ahead with their big back, Randy McMillan. He gets good offensive blocking from the whole left side of the line. He's able to pick up 3. And that's what you got to do when you're down there. It's awful hard to gamble down there.
Marino's going to throw. He wanted to hit DiBartola, one of his running backs. It is going to be 3rd down, and DiBartola was really covered.
Not only covered, but Pete Kugler, number 68, beat his man and put the pressure on. And if he could have gotten Marino on a safety, it would have been another change in the ball game. He had to get rid of it.
Now Collins and Collier, the wide receivers, come in. McCall comes out. DiBartola comes out. A big 3rd and about 6.5 for Pitt at the Pitt 4.
This is the football game right here for Penn State.
A big catch for Benji Pryor. Fumble, or was the ball dead?
He was dead. However,
so Benji Pryor.
Penn State goes to a 3-man rush. Danny Marino, cool as a cucumber, stays right back in there, rifles it to Benji Pryor, who fought off the coverage right down in the center and makes a big 1st down for Pitt.
So Pitt 1st down at the Pitt 20. 12 minutes left in the game. Pitt leading by 5. One running back. Marino tried to hit Collier. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, that time they put the heat on him. D'Amico came. I think when you get a guy who's going to throw from his end zone, it would have been a good idea to put the heat on. Now they come with a 5-man rush. Watch D'Amico to the left of the screen. He's going to put pressure on Marino, making him throw the ball short.
Now Pitt has a 2nd and 10 at the Pitt 20. 11:47 left in the game. Collier comes left. Collins goes right. Double tight end, Dombrowski and Pryor. Look at that defense, or that protection. Going deep for Collins.
Intercepted.
Giuseppe Harris. Giuseppe Harris comes up with the 3rd Penn State interception.
All right, Danny Marino, remember, he's only a sophomore. He wants to get the ball deep to Collins. The coverage is there. He has plenty of protection. There's just too much coverage. He throws into this Giuseppe Harris from free safety coming over there to help out Grover Edwards, number 45, makes the big interception. There's an ISO on Collins. Just blinding speed. He's trying to outrun the coverage, but they got him double covered. That's Edwards there. Now watch Giuseppe coming, number 26, over left to right, making a great interception.
Penn State at the Penn State 28-yard line. And
almost a fumble.
Ricky Jackson made a great play. Booker Moore, no gain.
Almost a fumble on the exchange. Todd Blackledge did not have control of that football. Watch Ricky Jackson. They take their ends and they stack them sometimes, and he comes right to the inside. He's like an outside linebacker, shutting off everything to the inside. It was a little bit delayed because Blackledge did not have control of the handoff.
No gain, 2nd and 10 at the Penn State 28.
Here they come. Oh. Well.
Oh, boy. Penn State thought that pass interference could have been called on Kevin Bow,
Well,
the intended receiver.
let's take a watch of Bow at the top of the screen. Again, Blackledge, good fake, stays in there, but Tagley's doing a good job on Boyowski. He lays it out there. You judge for yourself if he was hit, preventing to catch the ball before the ball was there.
Oh, boy.
Pretty close. Bang, bang play.
So 3rd and 10 at the Penn State 28. Less than 11 minutes now remaining. Pitt leading by 5, 14-9.
Must come underneath.
Now, Joe Coles brought down by linebacker Steve Fidel. Good Pitt defense. Loss of a yard.
The only thing I can say, though, to add to this, with both teams passing so much, the clock is not moving and it's not eating up a lot of time, giving Penn State ample opportunity to get that winning touchdown. Or go ahead touchdown.
Giacomaro to punt it away. Dawkins deep to receive. At the Pitt 23.
Oh!
Boy, a super play by Penn State's Scott Caraher. So Pitt will have the ball at the Pitt 30-yard line with 10:16 left in the game.
Well, something's got to give, as they say. Both teams cannot move the football right now, and they've both gone to a passing game, and the clock remains moving very slowly.
It's a first down for Pitt on the 30.
Penn State led just the one time on the field goal by Menhart early in the game. Pitt led 14-3. Now it's 14-9. This is Pryor in motion. Penalty flag down. Almost picked off by Parlavecchio.
I don't know why that flag was dropped. It would have to be against Pitt because Penn State jumped its defense, but they were on their side of the line of scrimmage. Let's see if we can see the jumping defense. Penn State, that's number 86, Bradley, switching, but he's on his side of the line of scrimmage. We get a little bit of a tip. I think it's Pritz. Somebody leaps up at the last. That's Parlavecchio, got his hands on the ball, and there's a penalty against Pitt.
Penn State declines. They would prefer 2nd and 10 rather than 1st and 15.
Penalty is declined. It's second down.
Marino sends Pryor and Collins out to the left. Collier to the right. McMillan.
Oh, what a tackle.
Greg Jones, Chet Parlavecchio. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Hey, Ray, that was Chet Parlavecchio. He's playing an inspired game. Watch him hit a 228-pound fullback and rock him back on his heels. Looks like he had daylight. Watch this hit. Down he goes.
So for Pitt, 3rd and 9 at the Pitt 31-yard line.
And they have to stop Benji Pryor.
Pryor this time will line up inside on the right. Big rush. Big hit by Matt Bradley.
But a great play by the defensive end. Watch it. This screen is almost intercepted. He's going to go to a left to his screen. Watch it over here. Jones gets in, puts the heat on him. Now let's watch who's out there. Well, watch Bradley get the hit. That was Wisniewski or Griffith dropped off. Can't see the numbers too well, but it was a great hit by Bradley.
Hepler to punt. Almost blocked by Case again.
Get away from it.
Good punt, good roll, and Penn State will have a long way to go from the Penn State 24-yard line. 8 minutes and 43 seconds to left in one of the toughest physical games you'll ever want to see. There's a pause in the action to score. Pitt 14, Penn State 9. Edit cue number 26. After a great punt by Giacomaro, pinned Pitt deep in their own territory. Pitt moved for 1 first down, but the Lions intercepted and Penn State has the ball. Edit cue number 27. After Penn State intercepted Pitt for the 3rd time, the Panther defense held, Penn State punted, Pitt has the ball. Edit cue number 28. After Penn State's 3rd interception of a Pitt pass, the teams have exchanged punts. Penn State has the ball. Downstairs. After. Penn State, first down at the Penn State 24-yard line, following a Pitt punt. 8:43 left in the game. Pitt leading by 5. That was Urquhart in motion. Kurt Warner. It's about 3 to 4 tough yards.
What they're going to do is try to put together a drive, get the one final touchdown. They go to the short side of the field. It's a sweep. They pull Dugan to tackle. Kurt tries to find a little seam to the inside, but again, that great defense shuts everything off real quick.
Second down, a bit more than 6 at the Penn State 28-yard line. Warner in motion. Scoville, first down, 39-yard line.
Good call, good play. Tight end coming across, but again underneath the zone coverage. Watch Scoville running right to left. He releases to the outside. Now he'll slide diagonally across underneath Fidel, 58, the linebacker, coming to the short side of the field and makes the reception for the first down. Penn State can throw underneath this deep Pitt zone.
So first down, Penn State at the Penn State 38-yard line. Scoville's lined up on the right side this time. Kenny Jackson goes in motion. Booker Moore gets about 2 tough yards to the 40-yard line.
Boy, they physically tough, those defensive people from Pitt. They hit you, you stop.
Gain just across the 40. Coles replaces Warner at tailback. We're right at the midway point of the fourth quarter.
I think the key to this football game is to try to get the ball to Kevin Bow. They got Kenny Jackson. Now Flynn is very aware of Jackson. It's a kind of a double on Jackson, and there's almost an isolated coverage on Bow.
Again, that was Jackson in motion.
Oh, no.
Threw into double coverage that time. That could have been intercepted.
And Kevin Bow turned in about 18 yards down the field. If we have it, and it is wide open.
It is going to be a 3rd down and 7.
Watch Jackson go up wide. Now Kevin Bow will do a down and in type of a pattern. But Todd only has eyes for Jackson. There's Kevin Bow underneath there in his little curl pattern. You cannot force the ball deep against that type of coverage.
A big 3rd and 7 now.
Ooh.
That was almost intercepted by Ricky Jackson on a great play. He smelled that
screen
out.
He had that all the way. They put the rush on. And Jackson, let's watch Jackson, number 87, to the bottom of the screen. He hangs. He's on Scoville. He's not going to let him off easy. Now Scoville drifts to his left foot of screen. Jackson almost had himself 6 points. Look at that. Big break for Penn State.
So Jock Amaro will try to pin Pitt deep with 7:16 left in the game. Dawkins at the Pitt 16. Hit out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So again, the pressure goes over to the Penn State defense.
On the 25.
Coming up at the end of the game, we'll name this year's Player of the Year. Rick Tricano will be the Pitt quarterback. So they've gone from Tricano to Marino and now back to Tricano with 7:08 left in the game.
He might just try to run the ball a little bit here because he wants to eat up some of that clock.
Tricano caught from behind by Greg Jones. Tricano lunged forward for a couple of yards. It'll be 2nd and about 8.
Well, they went to a bootleg. Watch Tricano. He fakes up inside to McMillan, runs nice fake. Now he comes out with the bootleg, trying to hit Benji Pryor, coming right to left to the short side of the field, but he's covered. but he can run, and that's why he's in there. He puts the ball away, but Jones is there to trip him up to what amounts to no gain.
2nd down 8. Pitt at the Pitt 27. 2 wide receivers to the right. 2 tight ends. 1 setback. Here comes Tricano. Nothing there. Gene Gladys was waiting for him.
Well,
it'll be 3rd down and 8.
Jackie Sherrill's gambling. He's trying to kill the clock. It is just it's a keeper play by his quarterback coming to the short side of the field. They pull 70 Boris leading up, but Penn State once again is there. That's Gladys, shuts him off. Now it's a 3rd and big situation.
6.5 minutes left. 14-9 in favor of Pitt. Collins to the right. Collier to the left. Shotgun formation for Tricano. Was there a false move? Frank Case thought so.
Well, Ray, unusual for a defensive man to move like that, yes. And that was a good move by Frank Case. That's what they're taught. Anybody in that offense moves their hands, makes a head movement, you go. And that's what he did.
So now for Pitt, 3rd and 13 at the Pitt 21.
Now they can lay back a little bit, Penn State, and play a little softer than they would have had if it was 3rd and 8.
Again, the shotgun. Tricano is going to run. Grover Edwards collars Tricano. It'll be 4th down.
Well, right now, Penn State's defense is equal to the matching of Pitt's defense. It's just a classic defensive football game, and Penn State has one more opportunity probably to get that touchdown.
Hepler to punt.
Now the coach is worried, don't rough the kicker.
Fair catch, Kevin Bow, and the Penn State offense will have it at the Penn State 41-yard line.
And the snow begins to fall.
There's a pause in the action. The score, Pitt 14, Penn State 9.
Officials timeout.
You'd think by this time that they would have Blackledge and sell him. Look, they're open underneath all day long.
Now, you see, I can see that very easily from here. Now, what they can see from sideline level, it's tough sometimes. Somebody should be seeing it.
Edit cue number 29. The Penn State defense again held. Following a Pitt punt, Penn State has the ball.
Dolly Stitt of Harrisburg. Please report to the first aid station under the west stands. Dolly Stitt of Harrisburg. Please report to the first aid station under the west stands.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Look at this going underneath.
And Flynn is playing like a center fielder out there.
Penn State first down at the Penn State 41-yard line. 5 minutes and 23 seconds remaining. Blackledge on first down. Kevin Bow, first down.
Short, attaboy. Great pass.
At the Pitt 46-yard line.
Watch Kevin Bow right here on Thomas, who's a great back. Watch him come back to the football. The short stuff can work and makes a fine reception. Not bad for a freshman, keeps both feet in bounds.
So first down at the Pitt 46. Cole's the tailback. Moore the fullback. Fake reverse. This is Coles. Coles gets about 3 yards to the Pitt 42-yard line.
Well, it was a fake reverse with an option pass. He was going to throw. He's looking for Kevin Bow. Pitt was too alert for it. He wisely put the football away and made some yardage.
For Penn State, 2nd and 7 at the Pitt 42. Coles goes out. Warner comes in. 5 minutes and 10 seconds left.
Plenty of time. Keep coming underneath till you get those first downs, and all you need is the one big play where a back could possibly take a draw play for 15 or 20 yards.
Warner gets to the 38-yard line where Penn State will have a 3rd down and a little bit less than 3.
Well, they went to the draw. He was one cut away from taking it upfield about another 10 yards. But this Pitt defense is so quick, and they react so fast, and they're so strong. They truly are a great defensive football team, the University of Pittsburgh.
Now Penn State will go with 2 tight ends. Only 4.5 minutes left. 2nd down and about 2.5 at the Pitt 38-yard line.
Ray, they're going to crush the tight ends, I think.
Booker Moore, very close. He'll be about a half a yard shy at the Pitt 36-yard line where Booker ran into Greg Meisner.
Well, they ran over Sean Farrell, who's made some All-American teams, and boy, did he put a block on Meisner to allow Booker to make 2. That was a long 2.5 yards to go up inside for.
It's 4th and less than 1 at the Pitt 36.5-yard line. Less than 4 minutes now remaining in the game.
Well, this is it right here, pal.
Penn State has a 4th and less than 1 at the Pitt 36.5-yard line. Warner, and Pitt holds. Was that the game-saving play for Pitt? We'll see.
It looks like it was. They went to an option. They fired. I can't see. Looked like the linebacker Suncero, 66, and Kurt Warner has no place to go. And, of course, that was a great and a big play for Pittsburgh.
So 1st down Pitt at the Pitt 40, 3:36 left in the game. Tricano, the quarterback. McCall gets about a yard before Rich D'Amico brought him down. Now Penn State has 2 timeouts remaining. Pitt, of course, will take advantage of every second that they can. This will be a 2nd down and 8. Less than 3 minutes will remain when the ball is snapped by center Russ Grimm to quarterback Rick Tricano. 2nd down, 8, Pitt. No gain, maybe a yard for the tailback McCall.
What an effort by this Penn State defense. Watch this Penn State defense surge, never giving up. Really put a hit. And that was D'Amico coming in there, helped out by Steve Griffith, who's played a great game also today. They've actually absolutely played fantastic, this young Penn State defense.
3rd and 7 for Pitt. 2.5 minutes left in the game. Pitt leading by 5.
And do you put the ball in the air if you Pitt?
Apparently so. It's thrown away by Tricano. 4th down.
Oh, and they're going to go for the block for sure. What a superb defensive effort by this Penn State.
2 minutes and 14 seconds remaining. Remember, Penn State has 2 timeouts left. John Williams at the 25, down at the 25. Great coverage by Pitt's special team. So it's down to the final 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
That's plenty of time. They just have to utilize it properly and try, as I said before, try to get a big play down and across the middle, get them upfield.
Now let's see how Pitt plays a defense. Will they play it a prevent type of defense and play it soft, or will they go after Blackledge? Warner got about 4 yards before Ricky Jackson made the tackle. So they did not catch Pitt napping.
Well, Pitt plays their defensive ends very wisely. He starts dropping off a pass coverage. As soon as he sees that draw play, Jackson and Green are so quick they drop off to the inside.
Second down. Kevin Bow at the Pitt 45-yard line.
And that stops the clock.
1 minute 33 now remaining.
And they still have 2 timeouts. They need one more big play, something similar to that. I think that they underestimate Kevin Bow. He's been great all day long.
Blackledge stops the clock with 1:26 remaining. It will be 2nd and 10 at the Pitt 46-yard line. Joel Coles will come in from the bench. Now, Mike Mead came onto the field. He's hesitating now. Apparently, he will not come in.
A little too much hesitation. They might try to go to Ricky Jackson now here on a corner pad.
Second down. This is Coles.
Get out of bounds.
Couldn't quite get out of bounds on a gain of only about 2 yards.
Well, that time they came with a back underneath.
Now Penn State asks for a timeout.
Well, here's a problem. Now they go to the back underneath Coles. Watch him swing. He delays, but now the linebackers are so deep from Pitt. Now they're going to keep the backs coming out in front of him. He gave ground trying to get to the sidelines. Nothing wrong with that, but he didn't make it. Only makes about 2 yards. That's
good play by Carlton Williamson. Now, when time is back in, Penn State will have a 3rd and 8 at the Pitt 44-yard line with 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining.
Now they can run a sideline, Ray, and get that first down and also stop the clock.
Edit cue number 30. Penn State was held for the 2nd time in the game on 4th down, and Pitt has the ball. Edit cue number 31. After Penn State's offense stalled on 4th down, the Lion defense did not crack, forced Pitt to punt. The Lions have the ball.
I hope they've told Todd Blackledge we got to get a first down here. And I'm just talking.
Okay.
Yeah. they got to come underneath or a sideline, and it'll stop the clock, and they'll be up around at the 35.
Penn State 3rd and 8, Pitt 44-yard line. 1 minute 11 seconds left. Penn State has 1 timeout remaining. Warner went in motion.
I'll be darned.
Penalty flag down. 2 flags down.
He went in motion. He was very much in motion. He was moving forward as the ball was snapped.
Illegal motion, Penn State. Now Pitt has the opportunity to accept a 4th and 8.
I think Pitt will decline the penalty, because they know they're going to go try to get the first down on the next. Yeah, sure, they're going to decline.
So now it's pretty much down to 1 play. 4th and 8, Pitt 44, 1 minute 7 seconds remaining.
And still, he only needs 8 yards to go. I mean, you get one good sideline pattern, Let's see if they go back to Kevin Bow up the sidelines or to Ricky Jackson on one. Run it.
First down. At the Pitt 34-yard line, Blackledge has a first down.
They got 58 seconds. They got all the time in the world if they keep their cool now.
The clock starts to run. Intercepted by Williamson.
I don't believe that.
Blackledge never saw Williamson.
He was much too deliberate, Ray. He's trying to throw the ball out of bounds, and he's just too casual about it after playing a great game. Now watch, he's played a great game. He wants to throw it out of bounds. He's just too casual, and he doesn't throw it out of bounds far enough. He's trying to make a completion over here. Oh, what a tragic, tragic way to end the football game. Because it was a great game by both teams.
So the first interception of the game by Pitt comes with 47 seconds remaining as Todd Blackledge, the freshman from North Canton, Ohio, is intercepted by Carlton Williamson.
Played a heck of a game, the kid up to there, huh? Throw that.
Play of game, first down Pitt at the Pitt 49-yard line, 47 seconds left, and Tricano will do nothing but fall on the football. Penn State only has one timeout left. There's no way that Penn State can stop the clock.
Timeout, Penn State.
Except by their final timeout, which was just called. Well, it is unfortunate, George, that young Blackledge really made only one critical mistake in the game.
He had played a great game, and it's such a situation. It really is tragic. But give credit to the Pitt defense for being alert. It's just a great football game.
Our player of the game, Chet Parlavecchio. This year's award sponsored by our friends at Subaru, Daly's Juice Products, Anheuser-Busch Incorporated St. Louis, brewers of Budweiser and Michelob beers, and by Westinghouse. For Pitt, 2nd and 17 at the Pitt 47-yard line. And Tricano again protects the football. Penn State might have been offside with just that many seconds left in this game. I'd have to label this a classic defensive struggle decided on breaks.
Yes, I'd say, Ray, and I don't think there are many football teams in the country could have beaten either team out there today. This was a tremendous, titanic defensive struggle and an awfully physical game, and the team had the better breaks won, and more power to Pitt. They are a great football team.
39 seconds left. A fumble at the start of the second half by Kurt Warner led to a Pitt touchdown.
And then after that,
a field goal by Pitt that Pitt elected not to use for the very good reason that their field goal kicker, Dave Trout, was run into on the field goal attempt. It gave Pitt a first down, and then Pitt moved to a score from there.
Well, they had two big breaks in a row, and Tricano took it in. But it's as you said, after that fumble by Warner and Pitt getting the touchdowns had been all Penn State. Basically, they were controlling Pitt quite well.
There's the young quarterback from North Canton, Ohio, Todd Blackledge. And I guarantee you, before his career is complete at Penn State, everybody who follows collegiate football in this country will know about Todd Blackledge.
He played one heck of a game. He was firing the football like we know he can. And it was just one little lapse of just didn't realize that you throw the ball out of bounds, you throw it out of bounds. You throw it up into the third row of seats. You can't have your cake and eat it.
12 seconds left in the game. Pitt 14, Penn State 9. Pitt headed for the Gator Bowl in South Carolina, Penn State for the Fiesta Bowl, and Ohio State. And that will be the final play of this game. And the Pitt fans at Beaver Stadium will count down the final seconds. And that's the end of the game with the final score. Pitt 14, Penn State 9. We'll be back right after this. There was no further scoring, and the game ended with the score, Pitt 14, Penn State 9. We'll be back with the player of the game, our scouting report on Ohio State, and our Player of the Year presentation right after this.
After this, you know.
Stand by. I thought we were going to do that down below. Give me two.
I don't know.
Okay. Nelson. Now shadow.
With Penn State coach Joe Paterno, coach, your observations on today's football game?
Well, I thought it was a great football game. Pitt deserves an awful lot of credit. They hung in there tough, made the big plays when they had the short yardage play situation, and when we had field position early in the football game, we didn't capitalize on it. And against a team as good as Pitt, it's pretty tough to make long drives. At times we played very well. I thought our defense the second half just played a super football game, about as well as you can play. And overall, I was proud of our kids. I think they came in here trying to win the football game, and right up to the end, it was anybody's ball game. But it was a great game, and Pitt's a great football team, and I want to congratulate them.
Any special turning points or significant aspects of the game to you?
It may have been right at the beginning of the second half, maybe when we fumbled the ball. I don't know. It's such a tough game physically, and both teams played with so much enthusiasm and aggressiveness. It'd be tough to say whether there was one turning point.
Certainly your defense deserves an awful lot of credit. Outstanding football game.
Well, I thought both defenses played great football. I really did. They were attacked all day, and it really was a great football game.
Okay, a few comments about the Fiesta Bowl, which I know is off your mind now, but
we're looking forward to going out there and having a good time and playing a good football game against Ohio State. We have a young club, and they're going to learn from today, and I hope the seniors will have a good time. We can end it up with a win for them out there in Arizona.
All right, Coach, thank you, and congratulations on a great season.
Coachy, open more? Yeah, I guess. Is he coming? Come on, you got him? We're still looking for him. They told him the hell of a way to lose the game.
Where do you want me? Over here, next to me.
Right over here. Nelson is going to give it to Joe, and he'll accept it. That's Nelson's suggestion.
That's all we have. All right.
No. No.
Okay.
Can I try?
No, let's go.
Let's
Go.
go.
Okay.
Can't get him.
And now to make the presentation of the Penn State Football Player of the Year, TCS Executive Producer Nelson Goldberg.
Joe, on behalf of TCS, we are proud to select Booker Moore as our Player of the Year, and on his behalf, we'd like you to accept this trophy for Booker.
I certainly will. I'll make sure he gets it. I know he'll be very, very proud of it. Booker had a great year for us, worked very hard, and I think this will show him how much people appreciate what he did.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.